lot of people use this unit with a float valve. Now, we don't have a high pressure booster pump on this unit right now, and if you did, you would not want to use a float valve. The booster pump doesn't care that you have a float valve, and when this closes, pressure will rise to 300 and blow tubing everywhere. So, float valves are for use without booster pumps. The needle is pulled off the seat and water flows through the valve. When the float goes up, the needle pushes into the seat and water can't flow through. Same way a lot of things work around the house. Now, these valves are adjustable also. There's a little stainless wing nut on it and some teeth, and you can adjust this valve in the tank to have different levels of fill, which is really cool. Now, this is a real popular float valve in the marketplace, but it's something to note. This valve really can't flow more than a gallon a minute. So this is really the smallest valve I would use on a GX1000. These float valves are bulkhead float valves. So there's a little securing nut, there's a rubber washer, there's a 1/4 inch NPT thread on it, which means you drill a 1/2 inch hole into your tank or reservoir, push the valve through with the sealing washer on the inside, screw on the securing nut, and the valve is mounted like the one we have mounted here. And I'm going to adjust this valve. It's already adjusted. And I'm going to turn on the RO and make some water and watch this little mini reservoir fill up and shut off. We call it an ASV. It's short for auto shut off valve. This little white block with 2 ins and 2 outs. The RO water comes in and it goes right through the valve. There is no valving of the RO water whatsoever. The drain water comes in and it also goes through the valve, but it has a valving diaphragm inside. When there's back pressure on the RO side from the valve closing, pressure builds up in the line, the diaphragm gets pushed up and it shuts off the drain water. And we're going to show you how that works. If you didn't have an ASV, then when the float valve closes, the drain would just keep flowing. And that wouldn't do very good. Your RO would never shut off. So let's turn it on. Now we're filling the tank and there's drain water coming through. If I artificially manipulate the valve and close it, watch the drain water shut off. And the action is really quick. It's really responsive. So valve down, valve up, and that's how an ASV and a float valve work together to keep your reservoir full. Really cool.